DJs never ending stories.
Hey, you now tuned in to the two coolest laid back cousins of the podcast industry. I am the king of calling off, aka the thirst trap king, BKA give your woman the biggest baby legs in her entire fucking career.
Shall we shag now or shall we shag later?
AB.
And I'm the dopest square you can find. And the dopest square you can find. Small talk. What's the word? G?
Was it AKA the lover boy?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get there.
And this is episode 89 of podcast.
Almost in the 90s.
Mondays
with the Z.
Cause of Blizzo.
What's the word?
How you doing?
For one, just want to make sure I say this before we get to the end. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow Podcast Mondays with a Z on every single thing. If you're new to the show, you in store for a nice show. But what I've been up to, man, I just been doing radio shit for real. Like I've been trying out the new Amazon app.
Go ahead and promote that.
I post every. I go live every Monday and Friday. So all you gotta do is go to AMP and then search Loverboy. I'm gonna put it up here on if you're watching YouTube. LUVRBOI. Find that name. You'll just follow me. You'll see every time I post. So dope stuff, man. I'm getting a lot of people. Every show I'm doing is like more people joining. You know, so I'm liking the feel of it. I got shared from actual Amazon amp on Twitter, so that's dope. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going, man. Play my R&B jams, only R&B, y'all. So y'all know I like listen to R&B and playing R&B on the show, but y'all get to if y'all like R&B, y'all get to follow me on that side.
And your name is Loverboy, right?
Loverboy.
So you're your Ed Lover.
Ed Lover.
You know what Ed Lover is?
We talked about this.
I just want to see if you still,
Yeah.
No, okay.
You got me hip.
All right, cool.
What about you?
My guy preaching the building. What's going on,
what
man?
Up, dog? What's the word?
I wonder if the fans missed you, dog.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see, man.
Okay.
Shit, they probably missed us like the last episode we had Zoom.
Yeah, it was horrible. I told you I was gonna be right back with that shit.
Yeah, we back, man. Come on.
It was.
I had runny nose and shit.
Had to get our schedules together. This nigga was sick as a dog.
Yeah,
I was too.
You was too.
What
about you, Preach? How was you? You was healthy?
Man, I was healthy, man.
Oh, good,
healthy,
man. Because this going
I eat
around.
my Wheaties, man. Drink my milk. Cow milk.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Right.
It worked all these damn years.
Try that almond milk, dog.
Not milk.
Bro, that almond milk though with that vanilla, boy, put some protein in that motherfucker.
Yeah, shit about good as hell.
You in there, dog? And you put some oatmeal in that motherfucker. A little bit. Well, that shit is good for fitness.
Hell yeah.
Just the people want to know, FYI. What I've been on, man. Let's see
what you
here.
been on, man?
I said on the last show on the Zoom, episode 88.
Yeah.
I took a position in DJing and shit. So
yeah, man. We ain't had that last time. There you go.
So yeah, I'm trying to get my name out the DJ Burley famous. But
famous.
Yeah. That's what I've been on, man. Just trying to make sure.
We both been into some music shit.
Yeah, man.
That's
for real. And, in the crowd that I'm DJing is it's white. It's a white crowd. So it's like, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I like everybody know I love old school hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just East Coast rap.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of mess with pop music and to mess with alternative music and shit like that. It's like, all right. It like when I was downloading music, I was like, yeah, I remember this song. I remember this song. Oh, this is my shit. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So
early 2000s and shit.
Yeah, so it's very challenging trying to mix them in together. And luckily, I haven't had a crowd where they really don't care for the mixing. They just want to hear the songs. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't care for the little scratches.
Yeah,
none of that.
They just want to hear their song.
I just want to hear that motherfucker come on and come off. You know what I mean? So go to the next nigga. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Real simple.
So yeah, man. That's what I've been on, man. The job I got. My new job, man, is amazing. It's perfect, man.
That's good. That's good.
Like I said, learning a lot of new stuff with that, man. Yeah, man. I'm blessed, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the happiest I've ever been. I know we always talk about mental health and shit like that. So
Yeah.
of course, that's what this episode is gonna be about. But yeah, no, I'm probably the happiest I've ever been in my life, man. Just knowing that I can't. Once I learned that I couldn't control my narrative, that changed my whole entire life, man. Like I was always trying to control everything. If I couldn't get it right then and there, I would not say be a control freak or be controller, because I never was controller. But if I couldn't grasp it or at least have my hand in it, then it would mess with my anxiety like a motherfucker. So at this point, man, I've been good, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is great. So,
and I think when shout out to that, man, for real. I think when we feel good, we can overcome anything that come across us that's kind of like fucked up. Like say you have something, you know, come across your day, it's like, damn, man. But you in the back of your mind, you feeling so good, you gonna find a way to kind of brush that off or you know go around it. But when you in a bad state, everything is like the end. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have your tire blowout or something, you like, fuck, why this happening to me? But if you're in a good spot in your mind and brain, and something bad like that happen, you like, it's cool. Let's just get this motherfucker, you know, get this donut on and keep it rolling. I get a tire today or tomorrow. You know.
Yeah, man. So let's go to the song of the day, man.
Let's go, y'all.
So of course we wasn't able to talk about the Kendrick album. But
Mr.Morale, big steppers.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, my second listen is probably about like a album of the year for me, just right now.
I feel you,
but
I'm on my like fourth listen, fifth listen.
I guess it's album of the year for you, right?
Yeah,
now?
Yeah. It's
what
not
about you,
Prince?
What you listen to? How many times you listen to it?
I listened to it twice.
Okay.
So it elevated up. It's not an album of the year yet. It's a few things that I think is missing, but I like it overall.
We'll talk about it.
All right, man. So let's get to song of the day, man. It's by Kendrick Lamar from off his old album. Damn.
What year was that? The show?
2017.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years, right? 5 years. Oh yeah.
He normally, he take a while for you.
So let's get to the song, man. One of my favorite records over here. So enjoy. Happy Monday. It's been a minute since I said that.
Yeah, normally you used to do it when you had the DJ equipment.
DJ. Let's go. There it goes. Ain't nobody praying for you. But
ain't nobody praying for you.
This is my boy.
He like to expose everybody in his music, man. Like keep it real with you. Can't breathe. I love this part right here.
Oh, that's my favorite part
Right here.
right here. For me. Ain't nobody praying for me. Oh man,
Man.
Oof, man.
Preacher.
God
He was
damn.
preaching. He was preaching.
Yes, he was.
So I guess let's just go ahead and go to the game.
Oh, okay.
Let's get to the game. So preach. Have you did the guess their age game yet?
I haven't participated.
You haven't. You was like in the back.
Yeah,
the first time. All right. So if you're new listener, we always do this game every month. Every new month is new birthdays for celebrities. So we like to play around and have a game where we call guess their age. So you can guess their
I
age
seriously got to get a intro.
off of the game.
Yeah.
All right. So we gonna do five celebrities that's known.
Let me get the controls warmed up.
There you go.
All right, getting the controls.
All right,
warmed up.
cool.
Had to get them warmed up, baby.
Let's go. All right. So first, this is a nice five for real. I'm gonna start off with George Clooney.
George Clooney.
How old is George Clooney in month of May?
George Clooney. Batman. George Clooney.
I forgot he did Batman.
From Dusk to Dawn. George Clooney. Nigga with the nice silky blonde hair.
And you guessed too. It's pretty
Okay. George Clooney. George Clooney.
Do, 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 do.
70 years old.
Damn. Okay. Preach what you think.
61.
All right.
Where we at?
George Clooney is 58. You was close.
Yeah, I was close.
George Clooney had gray hair for a long time, so
Right.
I don't put it past you, man.
Nah, I thought the nigga was shit.
Yeah, he do. He do.
Oh, so he 58. He's
58.
He's
He
messing
like
somebody.
60s, yeah.
He's messing somebody young, though. That's why I was.
He like them young gals, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was okay.
Alright.
I think it was Katie Holmes from
Probably.
Dawson's Creek.
I used to like her. I
no.
used to like her when I was
You
young.
talking about Joey?
Yeah.
I think she a hoe. Go ahead, let's go.
Damn,
Probably
bro.
is.
No, she was, especially in Dawson's
He
Creek.
said she a hoe.
She made two best friends fight each other. We ain't gonna talk about that. Dawson's Creek is actually one of my favorite shows back in the day. Go ahead.
Hey, same for me. All right, second person, The Rock,
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
It's
The Rock.
easy.
Come on.
All right.
University of Miami, the Canes.
Yeah,
Okay, listen.
all that
All right,
jazz.
so, Dwayne Johnson. He was Triple H is 50 years old. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Adam. Movie coming out in fall, I think.
This year?
I think so.
Okay.
He is 51.
All right. AB say 51. Preach what you say.
Go 49.
All right. The answer is 49. Good job, Preach.
Preach.
Nice. Cause you was close.
Damn it.
Well, I don't know why that sounds so damn funny to me.
Oh, don't play it again, cuz.
Hey,
Loser.
here's the funny part. So, we played semi-pro football, right? I was out for a year. due to injuries or whatever. And so they had me up there doing like the audio and shit. So every time they was trying to score and they didn't score, the other team used to hate when I did that. Oh my God.
Oh boy, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, on to number 3. Roman Reigns, The Rock
Cousin.
little cousin,
All right, Roman Reigns,
wrestler, WWE.
the tribal chief.
The ladies love him.
Let's see here. Roman Reigns.
You can just take a wild guess because you don't even know who he is, really.
So Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins is 35. Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose is 38. Roman Reigns 37.
Final answer?
37.
The Rock little cousin, correct?
Yeah.
Most little cousins, like for real little cousins. I'm gonna go 33.
You're gonna go 33. All right. The answer is 36.
Damn it,
But
I
you
had
was
that in my
right there.
mind.
You was right there though. Oh, you thought of 36?
Man, someone told me to say 36. I promise it.
Now, if he got 36, that'd have been crazy.
All right.
All right. So,
I'm old. I ain't got shit.
Follow your right mind.
now, this one here might be kind of hard.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say something, but I was gonna say pause, but never mind. Let's go.
Yeah, don't say it.
You gotta say pause, don't say it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hart is my middle name. Pause. Let's go.
It's a pause coming right behind it. All right. It's a legend.
Okay.
Always had the shades on his face. Behind the piano.
Oh, Stevie Wonder. Let's
Stevie
go. Come on.
Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Stevie. That was bad. I was gonna say something bad. But Stevie Wonder. All right, let's see here. James Brown would have been 80-some years old. Stevie Wonder came out right after James. That's when he had a whole head full of hair.
Oh, yeah.
Now Stevie Wonder got a back head full of hair. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, man. That's true, though.
Stevie Wonder is 82 years old. Let's go. Come on.
Final answer.
82. Let's go.
76.
All right.
82.
The answer is 72. 10 years off, cousin. You was close. 76, you say?
Yeah, 76.
All right. Last one.
But he in the 70s, so he... You know, I be forgetting that he's alive sometimes.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't.
Wow.
But that's because I haven't heard of him.
No, you cannot. No.
I'm sorry.
Definitely, they definitely would have plastered Stevie across the screen if you know he was dead.
But you know, a lot of legends are dying year by year, and it's like, was Stevie one of them?
No, you can't make this. No, you can't make it.
I'm sorry, Stevie. I do love your music. All right. Last but not least.
All right, let's go. I'm getting one.
Come on. You got this one. She was bad in the 90s.
Sanaa Lathan.
No.
Be alone.
She's a singer. Pop singer.
Mariah Carey.
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. He said it. Janet Jackson. How old is Janet Jackson? Yeah, pop. She more like
the
pop.
Queen of pop.
Yeah, she ain't R&B. Just pop.
So we gotta differentiate. Am I saying that right? Differentiate?
No.
Differentiate.
Differentiate the fucking Janet and pop and R&B. Let's go.
Yeah,
Janet Jackson. Here we go.
Come on, Janet.
Super Bowl nipple Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
pop them titties.
Poetic Justice Janet Jackson.
That's when
she
she
chewed
was
on that
stuck.
gum.
She was so sick.
Yeah. Janet Jackson. Easy. Bean. Janet Jackson. I'm cutting this short.
Yeah, come on.
Janet Jackson. 50 years old. Let's go.
Why you put that clap in there?
Let's go.
Final answer.
50 years old. Let's go.
57.
Oh, man. All right. The answer is...
Michael Jackson will be 61 this year.
He would have been?
I don't know. Let's talk shit. Let's go.
Janet Jackson.
I know he's 10 years older than Janet.
She
What am I
is.
55.
No, you can't change. You already said
He
57.
didn't ask me. He didn't ask me.
Go ahead. You got
55.
one more. You got one more.
No, fuck that. I'm saying I'm
Okay.
at 50.
All right. So you say what?
55.
55. All right. She is 56.
I was within one anyway.
You sure
Either
was.
way it go. I figured it because I'm like,
56.
I'm like, she 50. I'm like, she ain't that close. Right.
56.
She's alive during the Jackson 5. She used to be Penny.
Oh yeah. Look, Gail.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for playing that game. Hopefully, y'all, got one of those answers right while you listening. All right. So what's up? You ready to get to? Oh yeah.
You ready to get to the next one?
Yeah. Let's get to it. All right. So you ready to get to the recap? Kendrick Lamar just dropped.
Well, he didn't just drop.
Well,
2 weeks ago.
Well, it's still new. Mr.Morale and the Big Steppers. Okay. So I'm gonna start with you, Cuzzo.
Okay.
How'd you feel when it dropped?
So I was in when he. So I seen okay. So first, I don't even think that song is on an album. The one
5.5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when he posted that,
yeah, it was deep.
I was up. I don't know why I was up that late, but I could not sleep. Like I literally was up for about till 3 o'clock. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning on Twitter. Like I'm making tweets. Hopefully one of our shit gets retweeted because motherfuckers don't fucking follow us.
Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter.
At Podcast Mondays on
with the
Twitter.
Z. We do be posting on there.
Little bitches. But I was
slid that in there.
Yeah, I was I was up just like when I seen that I was like, okay, this is something completely different this man finna come with. You know what I mean? It's like and so when they said I knew that his album was dropping that Friday when it happened, I was like, oh okay, I can't wait. Like
yeah.
I listened to that motherfucker Thursday nights, okay, when it came out. And I like when it first started off, I hear people all the time they say, man, I see different views on the album. You know what I'm saying? Because some people say it's boring, but
you gotta mature their
I
ears,
was gonna
man.
say you have to have a mature mindset to listen to that album. Like it ain't for like club bangers. Like it's some shit that you can probably play in the club, but it's not something that
he don't care about that shit either.
No, it's not something you can. It's not something you can just put 4 niggas in the car. We finna grade go out. We finna pop on this Kendrick. Like, that's not something you gonna ride to. You know what I mean? But if it's by yourself, and if you do a little bit of smoking, do a little bit of drinking, you just want to kind of just sit back and chill in your crib, then that's something you listen to. You know what I'm saying? So. A lot of people, and I consider Kendrick conscious rap. Like,
yeah, for sure.
A lot of people don't like conscious rap. I, for one, love conscious rap because conscious rap they touch a lot of other shit that motherfuckers don't touch. You know
name some other conscious rappers.
Common, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Black Thought. Shit, we go to the Roots, Pharoah Monch, Lupe Fiasco.
He's a big one right there.
Kid Cudi. Who else is the conscious rappers? It's a few.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. Do you consider J. Cole conscious
yeah,
rap?
he's
though?
Definitely conscious rap.
Most people
say he conscious rap, and that's why they don't. That's why some people say what they say about Kendrick.
I can't really say he conscious. I could say that he touches it. He do that, but J. Cole is really versatile. Like, he's super versatile.
He is, but his songs be more so personable.
Yeah.
Compared, like he'll have a club song, but he really focus on like community shit.
I get it, but I get it, but still, he's still versatile a little bit. So, if you want to put him in that, of course, yeah, but I wouldn't. But yeah, just those some other rappers, but yeah. Kendrick album, like I said earlier, listening to it like 4 times, 2 or 3 times, it was definitely right now his album of the year. And then, but for some people that was on some future shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they on some fuck nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck these whole shits or whatever.
Sorry, B.O.B. is one of them. Another one.
Oh yeah, B.O.B.
B.O.B.
Oh, definitely.
I'm trying to think of his name, but B.O.B. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's why B.O.B. didn't get that much recognition too, because he came from, was it a Hustle Gang? So it was like kind of like, nigga, this is not what Hustle Game is about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
didn't nobody want to hear that.
Yeah,
when he was
and we can go Andre 3000.
Andre I was to ask. Yeah, do you think Andre is?
He switched to conscious rap.
Yeah, he did.
But again, if we talking about full conscious rap, Common, Talib Kweli.
Yeah, they kind of started that whole wave.
Yeah, and then even when Kanye started, it was conscious backpack raps.
It's a little bit, yeah.
You know, he touched there a little bit. But anyway, like I'm saying, man, Kendrick album is it's a solid album. Like I said, I think it's album of the year. If people feel like people that have that Future vibe, you know, Future album was album of the year. Like you were saying, Kendrick album, you have to have mature ears for it, because sometimes people don't want to hear what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? People kind of just want to just like, you know, fuck all that, nigga. Where the drinks at, nigga? Pull the guns out. Show me what do people still sip lean? Do they still do that?
I think Future be mentioning shit. They probably name it something else.
Yeah, shit. I want to sip some goddamn lean. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but like I said, I'm off full. But yeah, Kendrick definitely got album of the year right now. If somebody else come out then and I listen to it, then I might say, but as of right now, for me right now, Kendrick got album of the year.
Kendrick is that guy, man, that, like, I don't know about y'all, but for me, I have to look at the lyrics while listening.
Yeah, because you
gotta understand what he's saying. You gotta see what he's saying.
He tells a story.
Yeah, it's a whole. It's like a Broadway. It's like Broadway. It's like a whole. Like if he can turn that whole album or any of his albums, if he could turn that album into like a show, like an actual show, track by track, it'll all go into different, you know, topics into a whole story. And I started off listening to it at like when it first dropped, but I was like tired as a motherfucker. So I want to respect him enough to like listen and not just, because when I first heard it, I ain't gonna lie, the first two songs I would listen to it on my phone. I was like, oh, okay, but I was sleepy. I ain't hear the bass, I ain't hear the production in it. I just heard it on my phone. I'm like, let me listen to this tomorrow, you know, because it didn't sound too good to me for real on my phone. So I'm like, okay, let me pull this up. Let me drive. Go to work. Cuzzo called me. I'm like, Cuzzo, I still gotta listen to the album. I cannot answer the phone right now. I'm so sorry. Like, I gotta listen to this album because once I get to work, I'm at work. I ain't had no headphones with me, so it's like I gotta get as much as I can before I get to work. But the first listen, it took me a minute to progress like what he's saying. So I had to like look at the, what do they call that when you remember back in the day when we have a disc and they have the whole story of the album like in the CD cover.
Yeah, and then talking about the CD fold.
Yeah, like the detail. Yeah, like the bio of the actual album. I had to look at that, and it was breaking down all the different meanings of each song. And that's what got me. Like that shit got me. The one that really woke me up though was that that argument. What was that?
Cry Together.
That woke me up. That was like, because it was different, but it was real creative. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is like what couples go through. You know what I'm saying?
So you talking about the one that was like toxic shit?
Yeah, like
that was kind of dope though.
It was dope as fuck, like, cause they was rhyming the whole time, and then at the end, she's like, "Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me," and that's just how it be. Like, not for everybody, but for the majority.
I don't like that shit, man.
What don't you like about it?
No, nigga, that's toxic. Bro.
It is, and I think that's what he was aiming for.
See,
Toxic.
Say you love it.
That was my favorite song on the album.
Wow.
I'm gonna let you finish that.
Okay. But yeah, that one woke me up, and because it was funny, you know, it was hella funny. And then they go into that Purple Heart song with Summer Walker and what was that? Who was that? Ghostface Killer. And that was the first half of it. I feel like was kind of like a wake up call, and the second half was more so his personal life.
Okay.
And the second to last song, which was
You studied this one, everybody. Damn,
yeah, I was into this motherfucker. The second to last song, I want to deep dive in this shit. The second to last song, Mother I Sober, that motherfucker almost made me cry. Only reason because when he had his daughter, at the end was like, you broke a generational curse, Daddy. That's man, I was like, what?
You was crying?
I damn near teared up because I had to keep listening to it when I went on my break. I'm sitting in the car. I got that motherfucker on blast. I'm hearing all the bass and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm finna grind this motherfucker. But I ain't the only. Why y'all laughing?
They said, damn, I'm finna cry in this motherfucker.
Why y'all laughing?
It's the way you say it.
He's like, I'm down.
Damn, I'm finna cry in this motherfucker.
You had your eyes closed. Damn, I'm finna cry in this
I'm
motherfucker.
trying to hold. Like you have to hold your tears. Like you. Yeah,
Hey, it's okay to cry. We ain't laughing. We just laughing at the way he said it.
When I heard some other recaps from it, and a lot of people said it touched them. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole therapy session for him. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody as well.
Okay.
What you finna say?
No, I was gonna say, but no, I wanted you to continue because we was gonna go one by one. What song did we like the most off of? So I take it that song is what you like the most.
Mother I Sober, yeah. But my favorite, that's one that hit me. But the one I favored the most was Die Hard. That's the one with Blast on it. That song hard as hell to me. I just keep hearing it. Okay. Yeah, but go ahead.
But you preach.
Favorite song on the album? Favorite song on the album, We Cry Together. Absolute favorite song.
But you a toxic ass fucking dude, man.
Oh, man.
How you feel about the album though?
Album total, to be honest with you, I think it was overall, man, it was a great album, but it was underwhelming.
I guarantee you think Future album of the year.
I don't think Future album. No.
Come on.
Do you have an album of the year?
No, it's not. It's not Future. No, it can't. The album of the year.
For you.
For me, the album of the year this year is Drake.
Drake came out with the album this year?
Certified Lover Boy. What was that last year?
That was last year, bro.
No, that's this year.
It might have been last year.
It was this year. Certified Lover Boy.
Okay.
March.
So was that March of 22? No, it might have been last year.
No, bro. It's this year.
Oh, we finna find out, bro.
I think
I was in Florida when it
No,
dropped.
we finna find
It
out.
might have been in August of last year. Now that I think about it.
2021 of last year, brother.
Might have been August.
2021. Certified Lover Boy?
2021.
Might have been August. So what?
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm trying to tell y'all, I know this shit.
Okay. You
I
won.
I
AB,
felt
you
like I
won.
was just in
God
Florida
damn.
and it just came out.
So okay, let's bring it back full circle. You're right. So I don't have an album of the year yet. I have to do more research. The only thing I think about this
Why
album,
you feel like it was underwhelming?
because the only thing it was underwhelming wasn't the right word.
He never used the right word.
Only thing because that'd be a little bit. That'd be too much. It's not underwhelming because I love the album. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it an 8 because he's just for me. I like my albums to be well rounded. I like to have it be conscious. I like to have my clubs. I like to have my single. He doesn't have a single.
You actually do.
I mean,
A couple of them.
I mean, you have something that's gonna be top of the Billboard.
I think you do.
I think you do.
And that's right to be seen. That's your opinion. That's what I mean by that. Of course, he's released a single. What I'm saying is, he doesn't have anything that's gonna be top. Like with Damn, you had Be Humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got
and with my albums, I like to have all of that. Like the best albums that I've ever listened to have a wide range of all of that. That's why like Kanye was such an iconic figure to me.
But you gotta also look at it too, dog. Kendrick is like, he's like, bro, I'm cool. I don't have
This nigga is in Ghana right now. He ain't doing no interviews.
And what I'm saying is,
none of that shit.
And what I'm saying is that's 100% okay. This brother's made it to the stats where he can do what he want to do. But us as consumers,
you got your own.
We've got our own thing. Like I said, I think everything is. I love a lot about the album. I think he's just missing that one banger. All his other albums had it.
That nigga said, J. Cole, you're not your savior. He is not your savior. Like, this shit was crazy.
What I'm saying is I love J. Cole. Even one of his, he has a banger no matter where he goes on this album. He has something that's going to be top Billboard chart.
What was his single? What was J. Cole's single?
Which one? Off his last album?
Off his last album, what's his single?
Off
his last album, what's his single?
Because
he didn't have a single.
Why did I thought Love Boy was this year? What the hell? What year? What date? What month was that? You said it came out.
It came out in 2021.
It might have been.
It had to have been the summers. I was in.
It might have been
because
because now that I remember, I think about it, man. Because my son's football season. Yeah, Middle Child.
That's off his last album.
Yeah, Middle Child off his last album.
J. Cole's last album.
Yep. No, not his last album.
That's what I said. It was his last album.
Off the one with the intro with Cam.
That wasn't
Off season.
Oh yeah, off season was last year.
Yeah, he had My Life.
There wasn't no single. Like J. Cole don't have radio play. We're talking about singles that radio play. J. Cole don't have that. That's what I'm saying to you.
Well, I'm saying some of his other albums have had it. This one might not have been that.
But you're making my point though.
Yeah.
So Kendrick don't have to have a single. J. Cole don't have to have a single.
No,
he didn't have no.
No, what I'm saying is before this last album, we talking about the particular album. Before that, his other albums did have singles.
I get that. I said that. And I also said that Kendrick is at the point where he don't have to have a single.
And I get that. I 100% get that. Like he at the point where he's the point, man. If he never make another album again to do anything, he's straight in the hell with us. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about, but it is okay to do that. But your consumer wants something. And what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is this for me. Small Talk asked me a specific question, what I thought about the album. And I said, for me, just like you said, for you, it's the album of the year.
Right.
For me, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Very specific.
8 is good.
Very specific for me because, like I said, he touched on a wide range of topics.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have a mature ear to listen to it. You have to get out that simple mindset of everything that's going on. What I'm saying is, just like his other albums, he gave us a single. He gave us that club thing. I think that's the only thing that's missing from this album.
But that's the only thing. That's the thing that I'm attacking. I'm not attacking what you're saying. I'm attacking that you're saying that he needed a single, but he really didn't need no single because J. Cole didn't have no single, and J. Cole album did great.
And what I'm saying off this last one, I put J. Cole's last album in the same category as this one.
But there's been times when we talked in that group that you said J. Cole album was the album of the year.
Because that's after it's all said and done. What I'm saying is I don't have an album of the year right now.
Just in 22.
22 because the album that I thought of was Drake. You know what I mean? So like I said, after some more listening, after some more research, there was a question right there. Because like I said, Drake was so recent. You know what I mean? I thought that maybe it was this year. But now I think about it, it was in fall of 21.
It really wasn't that many. I mean, it's been some artists like Lil Durk. He came out this year. Jack Harlow.
The Jack Harlow album.
I love his album.
2 Chainz came out with something this year.
Was it in 22?
Yeah, these all 22. Benny the Butcher. Pusha T had something.
Benny the Butcher.
But I ain't really listen to Pusha T's.
Here's another thing.
He's conscious rapper a little bit. Is he? A little bit, but he be talking about drugs too, though.
He does.
I listen to that man talking about drugs from here to the end of time.
He make it sound conscious.
He make it sound so cool.
Yeah.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Benny the Butcher don't get no recognition, and he puts together solid albums.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to Burden of the Proof. Solid from top to bottom.
Hey, B, you know right there, man. You know me, I got a wide range, but you know I love all of Griselda crew. I think they all are great. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it's kind of on a bigger level because Kendrick has already done it. I think they need to do that. Like you can be so married to your craft.
They not though.
That it hurts you.
They not though.
I just feel like,
and when I say this is my opinion. What I'm saying is like Benny the Butcher. All of those guys are so much more talented than what they get recognized to be.
But they not married to their craft though.
You don't think so?
No, because they fuck with down south.
Yeah, they still in the streets.
And down south, no, it ain't even the streets. They fuck with down south music, and they made down south music. They left Buffalo and traveled down south to get that recognition for people, which sucks. But you know we all know that down south is.
For instance,
took over the rap industry for decades on decades. You know
let me say this because Small Talk spoke to this a little bit earlier when he's talking about B.O.B. B.O.B. when made one of the biggest club bangers ever.
Yeah, facts.
And what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, he wasn't so married to his craft, and he also got on a bunch of others too.
But he didn't. It's certain rappers that when they have it, they need to take a hold of it. B.O.B. didn't crash on it. Same thing with Young M.A. Young M.A. was killing with Ooh, right? Yeah. Everybody was saying
she probably killed that on accident. I don't think she knew how that was gonna go.
But the thing is, she didn't take off with it. She just kind of stayed at the little, you know what I'm saying? Like just here.
Yeah, she didn't really take over.
She didn't go. Well, she could have took over.
And she dropped out
because the thing is, you guys look at it like this, and not trying to be, you know, shit. But you got studs. They look up to that shit right there. Because she's talking about fucking girls with dildos and shit.
Who said that?
Young and May. She's talking about fucking girls with dildos.
Oh, Young and May.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about Ella May. God damn it.
Not Ella May. I love you.
I'm way off.
Love her. She was talking about damn.
I'm in my R&B head, ain't it?
Well, you went long. But no, but Young, I see what you're saying with Young and May, man. Like I said, that's why I think that she didn't really. I don't think that she knew what Ooh was really gonna do. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Because I love her talent.
But the thing is, though, I don't think none of them do though. I don't think none of them. They just do it.
Some of us be knowing. Some of us they leave out that studio. They be like, bro, we got us one right here. We got us one.
That's true. That could be true. But I just think that some, you know, when you got that type of advantage, take it. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't take it.
So I guess
it would be OB.
So I guess I think I agree with that. I guess what I'm saying is like that's different between, in my opinion, like I said, you're a little bit more deeper into the East Coast scene than me. I listen to all of it. You know what I mean? So where a lot of our partners and all the type of stuff don't even know who these guys are.
They don't fuck
Remember, I told you I'm like, man, I know all them guys from Buffalo. They killing it. What I'm thinking is like they need like a B.O.B. type. We still in this bitch. We B.O.B. He had one of the biggest club bangers and that put his name. And he also, you got to think about it too. He was on Bruno Mars song too. One of the biggest. That's probably the biggest song of that year.
True, but like I said, they left Buffalo because at first they were just doing nothing but New York hip hop. But they left and came down south because they like, okay, we do need that banger. But
they don't have it though. Like you will see them on a bunch of down south people's albums and feature. There'll be some stuff that we listen to. You be like that. That's Benny the Butcher. Like that, he killing that. I'm talking about that single. That's what I mean. Okay. Like I would say, people like sometimes they be so married to their craft they don't give us. And I understand why you don't want to sell your soul, so to speak. I'm sorry.
I get that. It's just like Kendrick just give you I don't think he aimed for a certain thing, but when Kendrick drops, everybody stop. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few artists that can make you do that. Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, name somebody else. I don't know. I like the main Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah.
But you know,
T.I.
Not no more. He don't make everybody stop and want to go back to the booth and shit.
Not for real.
But I get what you mean about the.
I get it. I have to. At first he was like that, but now T.I. kind of
he on some other shit.
And I think it's the same thing for me with Wayne. It's kind of like
No, I get that.
I mean, I get that a little bit too. Yeah, I get that a little bit too. But what I'm trying to say is, I get where you're saying where you know he need a hit off the album, like that's your feel. But I feel like this was the time to exclude all that shit.
And let me say this before you finish too. I don't think that he needed one. Okay. I say for me, I think that's the one thing that's missing because all of his other albums had so much different range. I think that's the one thing that's missing. That's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. But he doesn't need anything. This album gonna be multi-times platinum on streaming and everything without that. So he doesn't need it. And I'm still listening to it. So let me be clear with that.
Damn. All right. Go ahead, cause I do have a song. I just want to.
This nigga, bro.
It's the song I feel like will be a hit.
Play it.
It's the one I like.
But that We Cry Together, man, that hits home.
That ain't gonna never be played on nothing.
It's not, but at the end, that toxic shit, I love that shit. It's so toxic.
But I mean, I get what you're saying about that, but it's just like with this one, I feel like it just resonate different, you know, for everybody, because he talking about like mental health. He talking about he was being real vulnerable. That's what some people say. This was his 444, you know, talking about his relationship, talking about, you know, his relationship with his dad. You know what I'm saying, on the father times or something like that, where he was talking about his, you know, his dad issues and stuff. But this song here, I don't know, I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but I feel like it's a few of them that will pop. I feel like I hear this shit on the radio.
Z107.7.
This is something you might.
This will be on Z107.7.
This would be something that you'll put a routine together for. That's why you like it.
No. I ain't trying to.
Yeah,
it's
something you'll put a routine together.
Shit.
Z107.7.
Now you gonna play this.
I can see you put a routine together right now. I see you doing it right now. Go ahead. Hey, you want to do like this? You want to do it, don't you?
No, he said he talking about shit. He talking shit though.
That's fine.
I hope it's not too late to set my demon straight. Like he talking some shit. This I don't like this song to dance to.
You definitely want to dance to it.
You definitely.
I see your head, man.
I saw you.
My kids. I am not trying to dance to this song.
Small. We just saw you.
I want you.
Nah,
Just said.
I ain't gonna lie on my kids.
You just said.
No, that's fine.
No, I didn't.
That's fine.
I gonna say I did chest pop.
That's fine. I want you to, because I bet not see a fucking video of that.
I'm not.
Shit. Okay.
It just put me in a good vibe. Like, and I heard it. It put me in a good vibe. Like I just like this is good riding music.
As soon as you start putting that good vibe, that shoulder move and then that shoulder move.
It's a good ride music to me. That's how I feel.
But like I think to speak to what you're saying, like I said, it's not no music that we gonna sit here and get ready to go out to House of Soul to. But
it's Z107.7.
But no, I'm talking about like that right there, like. It's like you said, it's a good little vibe.
Either
but
way, Z107.7.
That's not gonna get played on Black Radio.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Blast blowing up as well. Oh, what do y'all think about Kodak Black being on it so much? What y'all think about
I fuck with it.
Yeah, I do
Fuck
too.
with Kodak Black.
Kodak Black is, but despite the stupid shit of Kodak Black,
come out his mouth.
man.
that nigga can fucking flow.
stupid.
Man.
Hey, it's something about it. Every time, I don't know why this little motherfucker is
Anything
grew on me.
anything he touch, bro, he fucks with
You
it.
can't deny it. Now he's done some stupid shit as far as like his image and some of the dumbest stuff he can do, but you cannot deny this man's talent. Yeah. Everything that he touches, goddamn gold.
And it's for real. He got that Midas touch. And I used to be like, man, Kodak Black. His antics made me be like, man, fuck him.
Yeah, when I first started,
but then when it's like, yo, this nigga can put this. He can put his song together. It's a difference to rapping and putting a song together.
Exactly.
And it's a difference from rapping, putting a song together, and from making a single and putting an album together.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And I love Jadakiss to death. Y'all all know that shit, but he could not put an album together.
Right. And then, like I say, I kind of speak to a little bit, not necessarily Benny the Butcher and the whole Griselda group, but the motherfucker it's a difference between being able to rap and put a song together. It goes down a little bit. Like they can rap all day. It's kind of like where Eminem fell into right now. People know how I feel about Eminem. I think he's on a Mount Rushmore rap.
No.
But right, yeah, if you go, that's a whole different conversation to get into.
I heard somebody say Kendrick was on some Eminem shit on his album.
Hey, you're now tuned in to the two coolest laid back cousins of the podcast industry. I am AB.
And I'm Small Talking. This is
Podcast Mondays.
This podcast is for those who want to catch a good positive vibe. Hey, cousin, what we be on, man?
Man, we talking about relationships, empowerment, black culture issues, and other topics people do not touch. Man, we here to keep it real.
100%. You can find us on Apple Podcasts,
YouTube, or wherever you can find your podcast. All right, so let's get into the topic, man. The topic of just, you know, we went from, let's take, like you was just talking about the last song with his, he was talking about his father, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Father issues, daddy issues.
So I mean, we can kind of spin that in some ways of just mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it's just I'm gonna say this. I you know, the saying of hurt people, right?
Yeah.
Like your parents can be dealing with some shit. Like back in the day, I'll just say this. Back in the day when our parents grew up, right? They didn't believe in therapy. You know what I'm saying? They've seen. My pop's probably seen a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think my pops needs therapy. I tell him all the time. I tell my mom, hey, I need therapy because think about the shit that they've encountered growing up as just as a kid. Like they had to like we encounter racism, but they encounter racism. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit. Like they was never around when my mom. I used to always think they was, but they was never around when they had to color folks here. Color, you know, they was never around that. But they did have to deal with a lot of other shit that can cause them to, you know, mentally keep in their head and be, you know, mentally in a certain way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe that like. With them, it's like, all right, they teach us certain things, and we go through certain things as a kid. We got that shit stemming from us, and we hold that shit in. Like me, for prime example, I used to hold a lot of shit in that I realized probably about like like I said earlier, after my therapist this year, and I realized I couldn't control my narrative. I realized a lot of that shit came from my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, here's a transparent moment. I used to put myself. I was in research class my whole entire life, right? But I was never stupid, right? I just didn't want to do the work. You know what I'm saying? But by me being in research class and people talking about me so much, that made me feel like, when I'm speaking in front of people, or if I speak out in front of people, if I talk to people, in my mind, I still battle with this to this day. That people say, man, yo, you so intelligent, right? In my mind, I'm thinking, I'm probably like the dumbest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because on the simple fact that I don't think, just because I've been through like just people just talking about me and shit like that, and going through classes, and I was an advocate, which I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. We could talk about another show, but I was like them putting the kids on their medicine like Ritalin and what's the other one? It's like Cider or some shit like that. They got ADHD shit. Like people say always, oh man, you gotta go take your crazy medicine. So like the kids ruthless. You know what I'm saying? So that shit right there would stem over into your adult life if you let it. You know what I'm saying? Which I did, and so it got me to like. It got me wanting to be like damn, like one, like kind of just like questioning what I do in life. Like it kind of like if I go here, I won't go no further because I think that I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm stupid. And it took me a long time to be like, all right, nigga, you can overcome this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, with my job, you know what I'm saying, by me being in IT. And these dudes talking about PDF files and opening up the Sure file, the SharePoint go, like it's all like it's all like
encrypted.
Yeah, it's like what I'm saying, it's all like you can get the BitLocker key. Oh, he got to recover the BitLocker key, and it's like I'm walking in the first day. I'm on the floor. All I'm hearing is like some shit off of some Chinese movie, ping tang, and I'm like, the fuck is they saying? But then as I do it. Now I'm like, all right, I know how to change that. Now my PDF file's not opening up. Oh, let me go check your PDF file. Blah 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 blah. This is why your PDF file. You know what I'm saying? So I know I can do it. I'm able to do it, but I'm getting off on a tangent. But it all started off like I said from back then when people would say by me being in research class, that really fucked with me as far as my whole entire life because. Like even with speaking, like I mumble a lot, right? Me and you both mumble a lot. So, and I catch myself sometimes be like, I still kind of mumble. You know what I'm saying? Mumble. And so, but now, like I have to be like when I speak, I have to like speak like mouth like wide open.
In order for it to come out nice and clear.
Right. But again, so even by me, even when I have conversations with folks. And even sometimes, even at my job, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking to them, sometimes I kind of like, my voice is kind of like monotone, low, because I'm in my mind, might think, like, I sound stupid as fuck to these motherfuckers.
So, it's because of confidence in what you're doing?
It could be because of confidence.
Yeah.
Because again, it stems from back from when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to speak in front of people because I think I would sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I feel like
that fucked me like mentally.
I feel like that can happen to anybody. Like if you ain't confident enough, because it's still happening. I mean, with my new position, shit. Like I'm doing mechanical stuff, so like I'm trying to explain to the guy that does this what this is, and he just like, what you mean? And when they hit you with what you mean, it's like, dude, I just gave you the best explanation I can give you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you would talk lower because it's like, I'm not that confident in it.
Yeah.
But if you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, it just comes out. Like if you've been doing this on a daily, you know what I'm saying, for years, like you know how to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's normal though.
So I got a question for y'all, dude. You got strawberry and watermelon over there?
Variety.
Strawberry watermelon.
Okay, you a melon head, huh?
Got that White Claw.
I got a question for y'all. I got a question.
That White Claw.
Do you think that people are born with mental health, or do you think that that shit is just some shit that's developed for them lives, for their lives? Because the reason why I say that, because some people can be born like with problems, right? But I think a lot of it's parents not loving on their kids a lot more could be the reason why. Because some parents, and I commend those parents that even when their kids are like, and I'm only saying their kids because that's where it really starts at. Like dealing with somebody like myself,
definitely start from childhood.
Dealing with somebody like that deal with the depression and not nothing to my parents, you know what I'm saying, but it because too also I kept my shit kind of quiet. But I think that I see a lot of kids, like even when they child fucked up, they still love on their kids. Like they still tell them kids they're beautiful. They still tell them kids you're smart. They still tell like they say that stuff to keep installing in their heads because you know what I'm saying, it's easy for a kid to get discouraged like I'm not getting this problem, you know what I'm saying? But their parents, the kids look to their parents to be like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of their parents being like, oh, you just not gonna get it. Their kids need to be more like, the kids look to their parents and be like, it's okay, you got this. You know what I'm saying? That right there would, okay, it's okay, you got this. It would take them far. Because you think about us as we as adults now, we want, like, you married, me and you dating, you know what I'm saying? This, to hear the word, you got this, can go so far with us. Am I lying?
No, do you think that comes more from mothers or fathers?
I think it comes from mothers because they just naturally nurture.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to come from fathers too, because especially if you're a son. If you're a son,
oh yeah,
and you as a father say, hey man, yo, you got this. That because y'all got sons, you know. I got a pops. I look to my pops as Superman. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure baby Ty looked to you as Superman. I'm sure he looked to you as Superman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we tell them, like, even though they like, oh man, you like, let's not put out there that, let's not show, even if we know in their mind, like, okay, they're not getting this shit. Mm-hmm. Let's be like, it's okay, you got this, but it's not mine. This nigga ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we, and this is just from my own experience, if we sit here and say, you just not gonna get it, that can get taken.
Yeah, for
like
they can take you a long way.
We could be talking about this one issue, but that can get taken to a lifetime of I'm not gonna get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's where it kind of starts at, right? Like not even with the teachers, because the kids and the teachers, your son, your daughters and your sons ain't really worried about the teachers. If my parents say he's not gonna get this, that's what's gonna
stick
fuck
to
him up.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not. But going back to your original question, I think it's developed. I think it develops into their brain. I don't think they born into mental health issues. But that's just me. I don't think so. I think it's just developed. The kids when we young, we latch on to every little trauma we can find. Like, it's so easy for us to latch on to something that we had a bad experience with, and it carries on all the way to we in our 30s, 40s, 50s. Like, we still thinking about that time when we was younger. Now, if you end up getting success early, like childhood actors and musicians and shit, then they might get a different dose of trauma because they in a Hollywood and all that. What comes with that? I don't know what comes with that, but a lot of them don't end up right when they in their 20s. You would think that they this happy kid because they got all this success and money and they all on TV, but then they end up still fucked up on drugs and at 20 some years old. Think about Mary-Kate and Ashley's and shit. Like they look like you could tell they was on some shit. Like a lot of the Britney Spears and the even Justin Timberlake, all these people they been through shit, and you would think, okay, I'm young, I'm successful at a young age. You would see other kids like, why I can't do that? Why I can't do that? You know what I'm saying? And you would think it's just different levels of trauma. And I think when we young, we just latch onto it super fast. What you think, Preacher?
So I think that you're definitely your experiences shape it. Now, people may have genetic predispositions towards like depression and things like that, or they're more likely to experience it because it runs in their family and things like that.
So you are just to correct people what you saying, because you're the speaker some education.
So it basically may run in the family.
So you saying they can be born.
They may be genetically predisposed. I have a genetic predisposition for it, means that it run in their family.
Some of my listeners,
but a specific event may trigger it, though. You know what I'm saying? You're not born depressed. Yeah. You're not born with this.
I just want to put this up because you keep trying to cut me off. Some of my listeners, they got the elementary.
Oh, I want you to speak that shit, man.
No, that's fine. I just want you.
They can search it up.
I just want you to break it down.
So no, man, it just means that sometimes
break it down, baby.
Like some people have schizophrenia, have uncles who suffered from schizophrenia.
Is that part of mental health though?
Oh, it is.
Schizophrenia, yeah.
It definitely is a deep part of it. Boy. So it's all in your brain. So what I'm saying is to speak to like.
Is that a part of mental health or is that a part of mental illness?
Mental health, mental illness to me is interchangeable. But to speak to just specific, that's all mental health. Okay. But to speak towards like experiences like the ones that you described and all of that type of stuff, actions and events have to trigger those. So, like you said, man, those experiences shape the way that you acted as an adult. It has it with everybody. It's nature versus nurture for me, right? So your experiences shape you. It's nature versus nurture. I was gonna pick nurture over. For instance, right? If you lived in a box your whole life, this community, they told you your whole life that the sky was green. You gonna go out in the public and tell everybody in the goddamn world that's not blue, that's green. And you gonna believe it in your heart of hearts.
That's why, sorry to cut you off there, but that's why I do not approve of homeschool. I really don't approve of homeschool.
Why?
Because, like you said, like I can go out and say the sky is green, and then somebody go there. Mama said that the sky was green, and
everybody gonna look at you like you stupid as shit. Right. Like the fuck is wrong with you? But you
think they come from homeschool though?
That's what I'm saying is like
home teaching,
like your parents teaching you, or like they bring a teacher in.
No, homeschool. Your parents teach you.
Well, they got other ones too where your teacher can come.
Yeah, but anybody can pay no teacher to come there unless you rich. Unless you rich as a motherfucker. But
there is a specific place for homeschool. You have to be specifically done right. I get where you're going with it. So that's a whole nother path to go down because if everybody our listeners don't know,
go tell them,
I'm educated and I'm a teacher by trade. So
tell them,
don't get me going.
Talk
so man,
shit,
so no, I'm not. But just
I'm see it.
But no, but just to speak what you're saying, man, it's your experiences, man. So for instance, man, for me, a little bit of transparent moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember, man, when I was in first grade, right? You know what I'm saying? And people gonna look at this right and say this is completely and utterly ridiculous, right? You gotta think about it now. Mid-30s, years ago. My parents, they were older when they had me by parent standards, right? You know what I'm saying? My daddy was like 35, my mama was 30. That's kind of older, you know what I'm saying, to have kids.
Shit, that's how I'm gonna be good now.
You know what I'm saying? So that didn't really connect with the parents and all of that type of stuff right there. Threw a party in first grade, not a single person showed up. Not a single person showed up to my party. I was in like first grade, not kindergarten as a matter of fact. I'm in my mid-30s and I remember that shit. So that shaped me for a long time, all the way up to like I was damn near 20, to be scared to like put myself out there and try shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw a little birthday party, those stuff like that. I was like, man, I'm cool. Even now, I will tell you right now, I'm like, man, I'm cool, man, I'm chilling, man. I don't need all of that. Some of that probably stems from that.
Oh, it definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? So you get to a certain point, man, where you kind of get over it. You know what I mean?
Hey, how was you?
You see what I'm saying?
It's not
the truth.
funny. It's not funny.
Is. What I'm saying is, it's the truth. It's utterly ridiculous. It's gonna sound like that, but it speaks to what you're saying. It shapes you.
So did you?
I just wanna,
Did you have it? Did you have it decorated? ready to go?
Bro, I'm gonna joke myself. Had that motherfucker decorated. Had the Five Goes West.
Okay. Keep going. What
I
else?
had Kool-Aid cups and everything.
Ready
Not
to
one
go.
of you bitch ass niggas showing my motherfucker.
I just want to know what your face look like. Was you like?
All right, play the music.
This is-
That's exactly how I felt.
What your mama say?
Fuck the hoes. She was saying she was.
It's okay, baby. We gonna do another.
Nah, my mama was
we gonna
mad
bring the
as a
family
motherfucker.
over next time.
I was mad as a motherfucker. So it kind of like shaped me. So it made me like kind of like self-sufficient. Like, man, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it.
but see,
Yeah.
but see,
I don't need nobody to show off for shit.
but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even so, okay, so you just see how that. You see how that motive shaped you to kind of like not want to put yourself out there. See, the same here with me.
Yeah.
So even with DJing, like shout out to my the best linebacker I played with besides CJ, my boy Banks.
Jesse has something to say about that too.
Yeah, Jesse too. Yes, the three best linebackers I ever played with. My boy Banks, he kept asking me, bruh, you need to do this, bruh. You need to do that. Like, bruh, come DJ. I got so many people keep telling me to DJ. My boy Scoot keep telling me DJ. Come DJ. Bruh, in my mind, it's like, dog, like, y'all don't understand. Like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I do this shit up in here. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a long time for me to do something because I have to talk myself because I don't want to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because I would tell you, like, how many times was I crumping inside the crib?
A lot.
Before I even took my ass to that motherfucker. And then I went to go do it, right? The first time I was on video, bro, I had T-Rex on. I looked so stupid. I looked
remember we did that
stupid.
Hit that head.
You know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time to but I looked at retarded, right?
Yeah, you ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
To you.
I looked retarded, but I got to the point where I was like one of the best here in St. Louis and crumping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just like it's that shit really will fuck with you for your life, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was going back to saying, like, us as parents, even if our kids ain't did nothing, you know what I'm saying? We just one day just tell them every day, hey, you got this. Whatever it is, it could be nothing ain't done. They could be like, why you keep telling me I got this? But then they'll realize, like, yo, this man been telling me I got this because I might have, I'm at this point I feel discouraged, but I'm gonna remember in the back of my mind. My dad always said, my mom and dad always said, I got this.
And that's just speaking life into your children. I think
That's
you
what
know
I was trying.
saying?
That's what I was trying to say.
Small talk and say that. You can say, I know he does it to his babies. I know I did it to mine. That mine are kind of, you know what I'm saying, grown. I'm finna have empty nest in a minute. But you know what I'm saying?
You hear that, ladies? He better have an empty nest.
Mid-30s. I just started having kids, you know. But
My nigga said he better
it kind of what I love about though, as a black community, is we getting rid of that, like AB spoke to earlier about his parents. My parents probably the same way. Grandparents, things like that. I'm pretty sure your parents were the same way. As a black community, we're getting away from that stigma about seeing therapists and things like that. I grew up. I remember the first time I went to therapy. I told him, like, man, I used to never want to come to this. I said, man, I ain't want to come see no shrink. My therapist started cracking up. As a matter of fact, it was the therapist from the live show.
Yeah.
D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great people.
Small world.
You know what I'm saying? He started crying and said, well, I ain't heard that doggone phrase, man, dog, since the 90s. And my granddad used to call it a shrink. Now, let me tell you right now, we're not shrink. We're not going to prescribe you no medicine. We're not going to hold you down and give you no shot. You know what I'm saying? So us as a black community, we getting away from it, realizing how, man, we got so much stuff to unpack. Because the stuff we've seen is from racial discrimination, man, stuff we've gone through, the toxic relationships that we've seen, whether it be from our parents, our aunties, our brothers and sisters, cousins, things that we've seen, like death and destruction in the community, from the outside and the inside. Like, we got a lot of stuff to unpack, man. We learned some unhealthy behaviors, whether it's socially, you know what I'm saying?
So
and everything.
Let me ask you this, then. Do you think white people deal with the same shit we deal with? Do you think they deal with the same mental shit that we deal with?
On a different level. Now, they don't deal with what we deal with because we come from two different historical backgrounds. They got their own
They deal
problems.
with shit.
Absolutely.
They deal with shit, but
Like what though? Like, nigga, you got almost everything, nigga.
No,
I think that's part of their poison shit. Cause they once they get out into the real world, They can't get it like that. You know, they then they realize, and it be little shit. I feel like compared to us, no, but they do have their own little shit. They be into drugs heavy at a young age, for sure. Why? Because probably
They
they
got the money
dad
to
be,
get it.
That damn daddy always at work. He getting all that money, but he ain't never there. The parents probably they get a lot of divorce. They get a lot of divorces in their families too.
I know the divorce rate is really high in the white community.
Yeah, man. I mean, that money, all that money, it takes away from the feeling of what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just money getting thrown. Here's, pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, I don't feel like they don't have the intimacy that we have in a black home. You know, as far as like the love and the nurturing, they don't have that as much.
What I've realized that a lot of white counterparts, they deal with a lot of the same stuff that we did, right? There's also distinct differences, but as far as like the home problem, seeing toxic relationships, being teased in school for certain type of things that you kind of described earlier, things like that. They go through those same things, but what they don't go through is some of the social economic problems that we go through, right? So for the most part, not all, because there'll be some white people that seen some shit and done some shit as well. But for the most part, they don't see the toxic stuff, you know what I'm saying? They don't see living in the Ville. They don't see living on the north like y'all come from where y'all come from.
Seeing people getting
they
killed
don't see this like, and just being like we be so completely numb to it.
I think they do see people get killed. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I had one of the best things my parents did was put me in the DCA program because it allowed me to see it from the other side. Had I not been in that program, honestly, I'd have been like, you know, all white people against us and all that type of stuff. It allowed me to be able to see both sides of it.
They brainwash you.
No, they didn't because they did not.
I didn't say they brainwash you, but they do brainwash people.
They brainwash people if they allow themselves to do it. Because some people see, because like some black people see so much trauma in their neighborhood, they can't wait to get from it and don't come back.
No, I get it because
that's what I've seen as experience.
Well, I get it because my senior year, I stayed in the west side of the St. Louis.
I call it north. Y'all from the west.
Yeah, I'm in between. It's crazy because on one part I'm in between, like Kings Highway. On the other side of Kings Highway, that's the north side.
Yeah.
On the other side of Union, that's the west side. So I call it northwest.
Man, we used to play baseball with Handy Park. This goes on.
He's crazy over there. But my senior year, man, I seen so much. You know what I'm saying? Just so much, like just so much. My life just growing up. My boy Albert, we went to high school together. I used to literally my senior year would stay out at Albert house for from Thursday to Sunday and come home. And to come out back in South County, he stayed in South County. I meant to say that he stayed in South County. South County back in the day for me, was like watching Fast and the Furious. Because they had all the Hot Wheel cars. I heard the cars with the lights under that joint, the rims.
That's where I went to school.
They would meet at
South County. That's where I went to school.
They would meet. I went to South Texas and South County too. They would literally meet at Ronnie's, movie theaters in St. Louis, Missouri, and it would you just see nice looking fucking cars, and it's like a culture shock to me because nigga, I'm seeing nice cars here from the hood with at that time spinners and some other shit, but niggas riding with guns and shit. But spinners. I come out here, it's like literally a whole parking lot full of just Hot Wheels cars, and they all just sitting out there just congregating, ain't nothing happening.
So to speak to that, what I said, right? If you would have went out there and said, you know what, I'm coming out here, I'm ingratiating myself into this culture, and I'll never look back. People would have looked at you stupid, but I would have understood because we come from so much trauma.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna speak to one guy from y'all zone, so I ain't gonna call him by his name. We gonna call him B with the boots, running to the bus stop.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? People thought that he was the square, like the squarest, weirdest,
fuck your ass up,
all that type of stuff. He's from the West. He would do it just the way he talk. What I'm saying is, he kind of ingratiated himself. He's like, bro, this not he didn't like ingratiate himself to the culture like I'm going out there and never coming back. But he's like, this is not my life.
Hey,
the West, I don't want to live this way.
Let me tell you something real fast about this nigga he talking about. You gotta be a fast motherfucker to run in some fucking Timberland boots, bruh.
Who he chased somebody before?
No, nigga, he used to do it every day. I think he did it to just stay in shape.
Was he late for the bus or something?
He do it every day.
With equipment in his hand.
Bro, equipment in his hand, bag on the other hand, and some Timberland boots that is not tied the fuck up.
He has some strong
nigga,
calves, boy.
Bro, and will haul ass, rolling. All right, y'all see y'all niggas later. But you would never see him in the hood. As a kid, we seen him in the hood. But when he started going, what is it, Melville?
Melville.
That's my wife went.
Never seen that nigga in the hood. Only time you see that nigga in the hood is his ass rolling to the bus, and he didn't come back to the evening.
He
probably was playing sports.
And that too.
Oh, he stayed in sports.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying
He was
is,
a quarterback, wasn't he?
No, he played linebacker.
Linebacker. He was a hell of a linebacker. Bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So
he was short as fuck, just like you.
pretty good.
They don't do that.
I was taller than him.
They don't do that kind of stuff no more in St. Louis, where you can live in the West or North.
No,
and
the
send
DSAG
you.
the DSAG program. Anybody that's in there, like you grandfathered in. Other than that, they're taking no new applicants.
Yeah, they
You grandfathered in. Either if you in there, you getting phased out. Now, if you in there, you got a little sister that comes in. They'll come in and trickle in. So I guess to say that what I'm saying is right. It allowed me to see the other side of it, right? To see like they go at home, they go through some of the same issues and all of that. Only difference is we ride down Kings Highway. We ride down Kings Highway. We hear gunshot, we hear sirens, we hear all this type of stuff, man. It's normal. It's almost normal.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I do miss it sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? It's nostalgic. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, of course, man. Every now and then, it's
Put you on the
nostalgic.
edge all the time. I don't like that.
Nah, I love it, bro.
But
I go there just hear pop pop. All right, woo, time to go home.
The difference is they
I got
ride.
my pow fix.
They ride down South Lindbergh. They ain't doing it.
Nice little, love a good smell of gun smoke in the morning sometimes. You know what I mean?
Lord Jesus.
So yeah, man.
So let me go ahead and push on you on that one then, because when I said what I said about like it's brainwashing, because I have seen it brainwash a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Okay, because some people, and I'm not gonna say no names, but some people literally thought like if you're not a white quarterback, if you're a black quarterback, you're not smarter than the white quarterback, and that's some shit that they taught you. All right. Oh, the president can't be black. He gotta be white. That's some shit that they taught you. You know what I'm saying?
Who taught you that?
Those D6.
No, absolutely not.
They
That was just a narrative, just period in the world.
I'm gonna have to put the school out there. Rockwood Summit definitely taught you that.
That was a narrative that was out in the world.
Eureka definitely taught you that.
And this is Missouri, right?
wouldn't-
I have somebody that's really close to me that went to Eureka, and I ain't talking about.
And to be honest with you, man, like I think that would be unfair to make that the total narrative. There's gonna be some racial bigots and assholes. Period. It's never gonna change. It's gonna do that, and I actually appreciate those people because at least I know what line. At least I know what side of the line
they
you on.
teach you if it ain't white, it ain't right. Okay. That's what they teach.
All I can do is speak to mine.
But Melville can't really say it's a D-Seg though.
I can't.
Because a lot of black people went to Melville.
And we was all on buses.
But they didn't. A lot of black people. You don't hear black people going to for real Eureka for real like that.
Back in the day, it was.
But we're talking now.
Now, what I'm saying, even now, ain't a lot of black people going to Melville no more. My kids were just in there. I'm like, man, this ain't the D-Seg that I sent y'all to.
So is it?
I had to apologize to my kids.
What was different?
There was not nearly the amount of people that was out there.
There's a lot
like
with
our
people, you saying?
Yeah, like I said, black people. Like I can say,
they was the only black kids up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, like my kids.
They weren't the only.
Like if you,
but it
wasn't
a lot of them.
If you had a black kid on your face, you just see them two niggas.
I'm gonna say this: like now that I've gotten
connect the dots.
Now that I've gotten older, right? I understand that the ratio was still way off, right? It was probably still about 80-20. 80% white people, 20% black people. But it was so many of us. I swear to God, I promise. A lot of days I didn't really understand the difference. Know the difference.
And shit, and that's South Texas was all.
You know what I'm saying?
Jennings was all black.
So yeah, so what I'm saying, we got bused. It was 6 buses full of us, from south side to the west side to the north side. I went out there to Nelville every single day. So it got me a chance to get to see the other side of the culture, man. Like I said, because a lot of our differences are cultural. Like for real, like we grow up you can't just say what you want to say out your mouth. Out there, they can do it. They use the bitch word and all that type of shit freely. Then you slap with them, you're like, whoa, dude, I was just like, you can't. It's just culturally different. So I had to get out there and learn that. Also, what they were learning academically was so much more advanced than what I was learning.
See, this is that. Like I said, I got to touch on that too. That's another show. We definitely went off on a tangent, and I definitely want to talk about that because I don't like that. I think I'll say this, and I could be wrong, but I've heard some teachers that taught in the public schools and teachers that taught in the county schools. Public schools, you can have a associate and teach.
Definitely not true.
I got a close one that has an associate.
She's not a full certified teacher. Then.
She definitely teach that, Vashawn.
What I'm telling you,
social studies.
What I'm telling you with 100%, 130% guarantee, and I will put college money on it. She's not a fully certified teacher. It's impossible in the state of Missouri.
And you know her. I'll talk to you over her about it.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is that's due to lack of teachers. That's due to lack of a qualified of teachers. So what I'm saying is, if you can have
they probably just trying to fill a position.
You can have a sub cert. But they give you a classroom.
No, but she wasn't a sub, bro. She been there.
No, what I'm saying is you can have a sub certification and they put you in a classroom to be your classroom.
No, we're gonna talk off her about it because she definitely was a teacher, and she definitely not in St. Louis anymore. And then in the county schools, you got to have a master's.
Not true.
Okay, that's what I heard, man. That's what I heard. We can finish. We can wrap it on up.
we went off on a whole tangent, man. Like I said,
where did it start from?
Him,
childhood.
Him and childhood. Anyway, man, back to what I was saying. I think that a lot of I really pointed it to. I know we was talking about mental health, but I really pointed it to our kids because you always say kids are the future. They are, and. As us as parents, by me pointing the finger towards them, speaking life into our kids, I think would subside a lot of mental health if we speak life into them, because our kids battle with so much. Kids are evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say some evil shit to you.
Shit, my son is mean.
You know what I'm saying? So
he be like, you ugly. I'm telling people
my point. And that girl, that boy might already be insecure of himself.
Right.
And
they might be getting told they're ugly at home.
My point. Mm-hmm. So, like, even like the little things that we say to our kids, like, boy, you stupid. Like, let's not say that. You know what I'm saying? Because that kid might think he's stupid for real. So.
Yeah, I get it. Parenting definitely has to get better in black homes.
But that's why I wanted to touch on that, because that can go a long way with your mental and mess up your life. So.
What I do think, though, man, like I said, man, I think as a black community, man, we're doing a good job of getting away from that stigma about mental health, man. A lot more people that I know don't hesitate to go get therapy. They're in therapy.
We more vulnerable, more transparent with our, ourselves, and take more accountability for our mistakes and things that we should do better at.
Oh man!
And then you can teach the kids how to dance and everything.
Yeah, positive stuff.
Dance to that Kendrick Lamar song that you just played. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
With shoulder pop and everything.
I just saw the chest pop. He did a chest pop.
I seen it.
It doesn't matter. If it's gonna be a hit, it's a hit. If he got a dance hit, that show more versatility in his album. Just may prove my point.
He tried to do it on love. He seen the legit.
Yeah, he tried. He said.
Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it. Like,
no, he ain't lying. The nigga was seriously sitting here talking.
I could be sitting here talking to you, tutting and shit.
I'm like,
because you moving your hands. Oh shit, my fault.
My bad. Though.
It's a syndrome. All right.
So that's what that's called. That's called cutting.
Tutting.
This nigga said
cut.
I can see it being cutting. Because you like
tutting. Like I thought you said cut. It's like he was It was like he was slicing the air. My bad.
Yeah, it looked like. Hey, it makes sense.
My bad.
But it's called tutting.
Cutting. Okay.
Yeah.
That nigga said cutting. I'm like, man, nigga think I'm in this motherfucker. I'm in this motherfucker cutting. Nigga.
I'm in this motherfucker cutting.
It's the point of the fact. I wish I could have seen this nigga's face, man. This nigga was serious. He's like, what does it call it?
Is that the cutting stuff y'all be doing?
Oh, that's called cutting.
What's that stuff y'all be doing?
I
Cutting?
never knew what that was called.
Man.
Tutting with a T. Yeah.
T, tutting. Okay.
Tutting. There you go.
All right, episode 89 of Podcast Mondays.
Hit that button, G.
I know we said it before. I'm going to say it again, man. If you have not, hopefully you motherfuckers listen to this long-ass show. Because I think you all deserve it. Because we've been gone for about almost 2 weeks, for real.
Yeah,
even
man.
that, I don't even count the Zoom.
Yeah, I don't either.
But hey,
I don't
it is
either.
what it is.
It was a check-in. That's all it was.
If you all have not followed us, man, make sure you do follow us on all platforms. Podcast Mondays, MONDAY to the ZZ. Guzzo Bluzzo.
Yeah.
Got an end quote.
Oh, do I have a end quote?
I got an end quote. I'm lying. I don't got an end quote.
I do want to say before we go too far. I do want to send my condolences to Buffalo, the people who died from that white boy on some dumb shit. I wanted to talk about it, but we was into this. I was like, you know what?
Hey man,
I just want to mention it.
No.
That can be a whole hour of a show. 'Cause I got a lot to say. Condolences to them families from that fucking murderer.
Yeah, man. 77-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Just going to the grocery store.
He's a murderer. He does not have mental health issues.
Yeah,
he was a murderer.
Sorry.
I feel bad now.
He's a terrorist.
I feel bad.
A domestic
I
terrorist.
feel bad that we didn't get touched on that.
Oh man,
We want to do like 5 minutes?
Let's do it. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
This is for you too.
Yeah. 5 minutes on it. My initial thought when I seen the video. Because did you watch the video yet?
I did not.
You watched the video?
yeah, I definitely saw the video several times.
My initial thought of the video was
I know it looked like a game, like he was
like he's playing. Like he's
Yeah.
playing.
He live streamed it on Twitch.
That's my initial thought. Like it's like
is this real?
Is this Call of Duty?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
18 years old.
But my initial thought of it was like, damn, like this is happening again. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee this nigga did not die, right? That was my initial thought. And then once I seen the nigga walking out of hand, because I said,
He should have got shot on the spot, man.
prove my point right there. Now I really want to ask y'all a question though.
Go ahead.
So if he walked out, right, and he was in handcuffs and somebody came and shot him in the head, would they went to jail for that shit?
Yeah, they would have.
Why?
This is murder.
Wait. Say that again.
If he would have came out of handcuffs and somebody
just came up
would have shot him in the head, would they have went to jail for that?
I think so.
I get it, but why?
Because
why are we giving these? Why are we? I get that, but why are we giving this nigga time to sit here and rot in jail? No, nigga.
Right.
Why are you not getting the lethal injection? Why are you not getting the chair?
I personally don't believe in that. Not for the simple fact of the punishment. I think it's an easy way out.
So you think he need to stay in jail and ride for the rest of his life?
I think he need to stay in jail and ride
No,
for
bro.
the
I
rest of his
think
life.
it's an eye for an eye. So you gonna die? He gonna. You kill them, he get that.
I think with that, understand what I'm saying when I say I don't think he should get the death penalty. Not for the severity of the crime.
Okay, that's fine.
He needs to be in jail in general pop.
Okay,
This coming from a brother who worked in jail.
so you want so he can get some pinata stuck up in his ass.
No, he need to go to jail. Like
And
a
get some
lifetime
And get
of being behind bars.
That's the thing. Is he gonna get lifetime?
Restricted.
That's
Oh yeah, he's getting life. And he's gonna get the needle from the feds.
and a lifetime of getting pinata stuck up in his ass.
That too.
I'm fine with that.
Go ahead.
Whatever comes with it, man.
What you think about when you heard about it? 'Cause you didn't see the video.
I didn't see the video. I didn't even come across it. Some people came across it like it got sent into group chats and people just clicking. And I didn't even know what.
Did you not want to watch it?
I do not want to watch it.
Don't.
I get the visual of it without looking at it. So it's just like stuff like that. We talking about trauma. We talking about shit. You talk about stuff we numb to. Like I don't want to see stuff like that. Like I feel like it'll hit me differently. I don't know. That's why I try to keep myself from watching that kind of stuff. But when I heard about it, it was like, damn, dude. Like when I heard about the ages and the people, it was 10 of them. I think 3 of them got hurt. But he was really like pulled up into military shit, and it's another subject, but gun laws, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother subject right there. Like, I know they they still do background checks, right? Cause
Not really. I mean, they doing, but I mean, anybody can get them down.
Go ahead, Small. I got something to say.
no, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, man. I saw the video, right? And it's not something of being horrible. It's horrible, man. It's really disturbing, and it really, really invoked a level of anger, right? Because what happened? Who just did a whole show on mental health?
Look at these ages, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to see that stuff, like it was literal a game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I saw my I saw my grandmother. I saw my mother. You know what I'm saying? I saw my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, plain and simple, these people didn't have a chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is, I saw him train the gun on a white man and say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. Yeah,
and keep it moving in real time.
Because he had a mission.
So what I'm saying is, right, we sat here and did a whole show on mental health, right? People, that's not mental health. He wrote a 180-page manifesto about it.
Exactly.
About a whole replacement theory. Theories that's being pushed by major news outlets like Fox News. So
it was a report that he was going to shoot up a school.
He had like know what I'm saying is, this is a whole theory. So let's be real here. This is not just a singular threat. It's a threat that can happen anywhere, anytime. It's put me on a whole different level of vigilance. Like, I don't walk around the same no more, because it's not something that, this wasn't no one-off event. This wasn't some guy who had mental health issues. This is a plan and a movement. So I encourage all of our listeners, all of our followers, man, to stay safe, stay vigilant, and educate yourself on what's going on. It wasn't an isolated incident. He is not sick. He did not have mental health issues. It's disrespect to anybody else who goes through mental health issues, who goes out of the way to seek help and all of that type of stuff. He was a terrorist. He was a domestic murderer. And he knew what he was doing. He didn't just fly off the handle. He had specific targets in specific neighborhoods. In the heat of the moment, he trained a gun on a white man and said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and proceeded to shoot somebody who could have very well been your auntie.
Right.
And shot that lifeless body in the head, blew the head off right there.
And the bad part is the reason I wanted to bring it up, because we remember with that little time we was like, stop Asian hate, when in Atlanta, when they had that killer going into the spas shooting people, and then had the whole world all on social media talking about stop Asian hate, all these different things plastered on into the.
Ain't nobody talking about it.
Ain't nobody talking about it. I mean, they talking about it, but it ain't got no. This ain't no social media campaign about stop black hate. Like, this is real shit. Like, the white supremacists, man, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? These white supremacists are police officers. They in your homes, they in your streets. You know what I'm saying? And they got their own little dark web shit they going through. They got their own little community that they into, that we don't know shit about. They got shit planned for next month. They got shit planned for the month after that, and we don't even know when it's coming to us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's why I want to at least mention it, because we got to keep that same motherfucking energy, man. All that stop Asian hate, all that, like, we've been getting hate on since we've been here. Yeah. We came here in 1500s, man. We've been the same. It's been the same for us.
That's why that shit be fucking on tape.
And it's almost like the social media is numb to our shit going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even like look at it like that, because they just so used to seeing it.
I'm gonna say this. Go ahead, say what you gotta say, so we can end it off.
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna say this, man. Like, to speak to that, like, man, I'm not. It doesn't bother me anymore. It bothers me, but I don't get up in arms the more that they don't push the stop black hate and all that type of stuff. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't how this country was fucking built. Like, it's easier for those people to stay in their own bubbles and all of that type of stuff to do it. So that doesn't even freaking surprise me anymore, man. We grew up around like stuff like the Manifest Destiny, where they thought it was just like, it's a whole different thing. I go off on my tangent. Don't get me going, man.
No, we talk on
talk about another show, man. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close. We ain't even got a quote. I wasn't surprised, and I'm not shocked, and I don't have any anger towards it. This podcast Mondays, episode 89. Let's do this clap again. We will finish that conversation on the next episode. Make sure y'all Have a good week. You know what I'm saying? Please kiss your loved ones. Tell them that you got this. Tell them you love them. Y'all enjoy yourself. We up out of here. Big doozy.
Take them off days.
This thing.
He always said
Take them off days.
it's Mental Health World this month, man. So make sure y'all take care of y'all mental, man.
Yes, sir. We up.
They'll post your job by Monday.
Bye, man.